Hey guys, welcome back to Latasha Hewitt Homes. As you can see, I am on the road. Yes, I am. I thought it would be kind of cool if I shared with you a little day in my life as a real estate agent. Today is the 4th of July. It's a holiday. I do real estate part-time. And so the holidays really do provide a great opportunity for me to get a lot of stuff done as it relates to real estate, but it's also a great time for people to see properties and whatnot because of their availability of them being off and having more flexibility. So actually I'm on my way to a recent rental property that I have for my clients, and I'm responsible for finding potential tenants or renters for this property. So got a call from an agent yesterday who has a family that she thinks would be great for the property. She vouches for them, has worked with them for some time. Some things fell through with them on a real estate transaction, not because of their fault, but because of the owners of the house that they were trying to buy. So they seem like a very viable candidate. But I also invited some other people who expressed interest online to join me at the property. My idea was to get as many people there during the same time frame, just so that's me saving time, but also when people see that there are other people who are interested in a property, they're more likely to go ahead and make some decisions a little bit more quickly. So some of the things that I'll be looking for as the agent representing the owners who are renting this property is a strong application. We want to see that there's some type of work history, proof of income to be able to maintain the monthly rent. We're also looking at credit score. We definitely want scores over 600, 650 tops, because when you have a tenant that's going to be in there for a year or 2 years, you want to make sure that they're responsible financially, because it creates more of a headache for you. And in this case, this will be a property that I'll be managing month to month for my clients, and so it's really important to me because I will be dealing with them primarily and want to make sure I get some great tenants. So I'm excited to be able to meet them in person, because I think that'll give me a sense of, sometimes you could just get a vibe. And so we will see how this goes. So I'm on my way there now to meet them. I'll catch you guys back once I get inside the property and maybe give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. All right. Oh, okay, I forgot to mention some real stuff that happens on days when you have a lot to do as a real estate agent. So I get up this morning and my husband's about to leave the house to go to the gym. I'm about to do my workout. All of a sudden I hear this boom. I'm like, what is that? Evidently, when he pulled out of the garage and went to close it, something snapped on the garage door, a spring or a cable of some sort, and just slammed down to the bottom of the driveway. So automatically, that's trouble, right? So my husband's like, oh, let's call someone. I try to troubleshoot that, get that stuff done, trying to make my appointment that I'm on my way to. And my husband's like, oh, I'll just be back and I'll open the garage for you to pull out. Well, let me tell you guys, he gets back a little later than I would have liked, but anyway. And he tries to open the garage manually, and because of how it slammed down, it's now bent a little bit, so he can't even open it. So I'm on borrowed time here. I'm like, okay, I gotta get to my appointment. I hate being late for appointments, so non-professional. However, it just wouldn't come up. So I'm actually driving his car so that I can make this appointment within a reasonable amount of time. But when I say day in the life, I want you to hear it all. Sometimes things just don't go according to plan and it throws you off, but you got to regroup, get yourself together, recalibrate, and move forward. And that's what we're going to do. When I get there, I'm going to take the scarf off my head, greet the potential clients and the agent, and we're going to keep this thing moving. All right, guys, see you at the house. All right, guys, so I'm about to pull up. This is a townhome. It's on the end. It has 2 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. It also has a very nice loft space that can be used for office, possibly even another bedroom. And it also has an unfinished basement, but it's a full basement, and it's pretty nice. Great living space. So our potential renters and their agent just left. They're outside, but we're protecting their identity with the shades. I believe the showing went well. Fortunately, the agent could take them through, but I was there to answer any questions, which is why I wanted to be there. It seemed like a really nice family of four. They want to stay in the area, and they're not far from here, so it will be a very convenient move for them. They seem to think the space is enough for their family. Of course, I had to let them know that they're packing up and to kind of ignore some of the boxes, and I hope that they can kind of imagine what it would be like for them. I thought they asked a lot of great questions, wanting to know what they would cover versus what the landlord would cover. They wanted to know who would be their point of contact, which would be me. So I assured them that they had any issues, I would be available. They seemed to be comforted by knowing that, they meeting the person that they will be interacting with, which was great. But I think they may put in an application. Like I said before, if the application is strong, which I think it will be based on my conversation with the agent, they said that the move-in date works for them. So I think this might be a win. I mean, sometimes the first person that you show a property to isn't always the one, but I'm hoping that this is a case where it actually is. Okay, guys, as promised, I'm going to take you on a quick little tour of this townhome. It's an in-townhome, as I shared, and in unit, so you're only sharing 2 walls. And as I said before, they're packing, so their stuff is packed up, but you walk right into kind of the open living space, and then there's a dining area, which is right off of the kitchen. This is the kitchen, which is pretty spacious for this townhome. They've recently updated the flooring, as you see here. The cabinets are great. The countertop is nice. New backsplash, so they really spruced up the kitchen, gave it a nice feel. They have new carpet as well in the living space. There's also a half bath, very nice size linen closet here. And then there's the half bath, which new toilet in here, also new flooring. So making sure it stays current. And then there is a basement. The basement is not finished, but it provides enough space where you can be down here and you don't feel like, you're crowded or anything like that. And the washer and dryer are down here as well. So great space. And they are leaving the couches and the TV. So they were happy to hear that. All right, let's go back upstairs, just giving you an idea of the flow. The basement is right off here to the side. Once again, that's the half bath. This is the entryway. And then you go up the steps to the next level. There's a landing here where you can put some things. There's another landing here, which is where you go into the full bath, which also they updated the flooring. Let's get it on. New toilet. New mirror, cool mirror, right? And then just a new treatment for the bathtub. Very nice. So nice and updated. And then when you come out here, there is a nice size linen closet and also a main bedroom. Main bedroom here, nice size bed. And what everyone loves is a nice size closet, walk-in closet, which is great. And then also on this level is another bedroom, second bedroom, also with a nice size closet. This Chester or this armoire will stay. And then there's another level, which is the loft. This is always a favorite with the kitties. Here, this was used as an office, but it can also be used as a third bedroom if someone's interested. Going back down. Of course, they plan to do like little touch-ups of the paint and whatnot. Repair any nicks throughout the house. And that's it. I'm just turning off the lights as we go back down. We'll see how they feel. Hope to hear from the agent, have them fill out application and the credit report, and we'll see what happens. But that's the house. 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath with a loft and an unfinished full basement. Okay guys, so I'm leaving the property, and I was actually at this point supposed to be on my way to Philadelphia to show another one of my clients some homes out in Delaware County, like the Upper Darby area and Drexel Hill. These are suburbs of Philadelphia. However, 2 or 3 of the properties that we wanted to see were either ended up being under contract and the appointments were canceled, or they were declined. So there was only one property that was available to see. Because that's a little bit of a distance for me, about an hour, I'm trying to see if we can reschedule them, because I don't like, for myself or for the client, to only like see one property unless it's something they're totally in love with and they're pretty sure they want to make an offer, because it's kind of deflating when you're seeing properties for the first time to see one and it not be what you like. But if you see 2 or 3, you can kind of get a better vibe. So I think I'm going to try to reschedule that and look for some more homes before we go and look at different things. But that just shows you how hot the market still is in some areas, that you can look at a property one day, think you're going to have time to see it, and within hours it's already under contract. But my client does have a pre-approval and is really eager, wants to be in a property by no later than September. So the timeline is pretty small, but we're going to work on it. We're going to make it work. We're going to set up an automatic search, so anytime something hits the market, we'll both be notified and we can check it out as soon as possible, as opposed to letting the houses sit and other people take them. Also, this morning, I forgot to tell you, is I started this real estate thing early this morning. One of the properties that I managed yesterday, unfortunately, their AC was turning on, but it wasn't cooling. And here in Pennsylvania, the weather was high 80s yesterday. They said that it was feeling like 90 degrees in their place. So obviously that was something that needed to tackle. So I had to reach out to the owners to go ahead and get the home warranty activated so we can get someone out there. Because it is a holiday, they probably won't make it out until tomorrow. So I'm hoping that those tenants are cool. But it just shows you, like, in any given day, you don't know when something can go wrong with a property, and you're technically on call. You're like a doctor. Like, I was actually in the store with my daughters yesterday when I got a message that, oh no, our AC broke, and you have to go right into action because you're responsible for making sure these tenants have the best experience possible. So, there's a lot that goes on as it relates to being in real estate, but it's just something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy interacting with people. I enjoy helping people find their homes, whether it's temporarily or forever, or helping them get settled into life, right? There's something about that gives me a sense of peace and a sense of joy. So I love what I do. That's why real estate is something I think I'll always hold on to, because of that satisfaction I get from helping people meet a very important need in their lives. All right, guys, I'll keep you posted on what happens with the applicant, if they become an applicant, and everything else. Already I'm getting requests coming in asking to see the property even as I'm recording this. So there is some more interest, but I'm a firm believer that if you find the right renter, just go with it. And I have a really good gut feeling from them, so I'm hoping that they will go ahead and apply, and I can take it off the market and not have to respond to all of these inquiries about whether or not it's still available. Anyway, guys, we'll check back with an update a little later. All right, guys, so right now the camera is actually propped up against the screen of my laptop because I am home doing some paperwork side of things. Well, first of all, let me give you an update I did hear back from the agent regarding the potential tenants who I show the property to. They are interested in putting in an application. They did want to reduce the rent, I think, by $200. There is some room for negotiation, but I asked them to go ahead and fill out the application. If it's a strong application, you're willing to negotiate. You don't want to negotiate down with someone that really isn't reliable or a good candidate anyway. So that's pending. I told you about the showings I was supposed to be doing today. Because I couldn't get my car out, my husband had to go somewhere of the garage, then I tried to reschedule it or have my client be able to see it with someone else. However, when he went there, he didn't like it anyway. So actually saved ourselves some time by that happening. But we are going to go ahead and look at some homes tomorrow. I have been on our MLS system scheduling showings for tomorrow evening. He sent me some homes that he likes. So that's part of what I do as well. Home searching, scheduling showings, making sure that that's in place. Another thing that I do, one thing about real estate, and I'll tell you guys this, if you don't like paperwork, either you hire someone, if you're a real estate agent, to do it, or you understand that that's going to be part of your responsibilities. And that's what some people don't realize about agents, is that it's not just about showing you the homes and yay and getting excited. You have to come back and make sure so much paperwork is in place for every little thing. And so I've been doing paperwork for this lease, and then also working on paperwork for my client and making sure everything is in the folder. That's one of the things I like about working with Keller Williams. I think we have a great system that makes it very easy for you to make sure you have all the documentation in place. And there's someone who reviews it to make sure all contracts are what they need to be. So that's a big part of real estate. So you spend a lot of time on the laptop looking up things and researching things and sending things. And another thing I've been doing this afternoon is responding to inquiries. Anytime you have a listing, you're going to get people who are interested. They want to know if it's still available. They want to know where exactly it is. They want to know other things that maybe the listing doesn't have in it. And so it's a lot of correspondence back and forth with people. Now, that's why you're kind of anxious to find someone quickly, just because you don't want to be rude and ignore people, because everyone is a potential client, or plus it's just good to be nice to people. But it helps narrow down the level of engagement you have online. When you find a great person, you can seal the deal and it'll be done. But anyway, that's what I've been up to for the rest of today. And I'll check back in with what I'm doing next. So I wanted to show you guys, one of the things I did was schedule this tour for some homes that we're going to see tomorrow. I love the tours because it tells you the distance between the properties, so you can plan the scheduling times, which is really cool. I love using this system. It kind of helps you be a little bit more efficient. Hey guys, checking back in for today. So since we last talked, did receive an application from the interested parties that I showed the place to today. Application was great, met all the requirements, proof of income, great credit score, just good overall explanation, just all the things that you want to see in a potential tenant. So what I'm doing now, as you can see, I'm chilling in my bed, but I'm also filling out the lease agreement. So this is where you get to the nuts and bolts of the terms of the lease. In this case, it will be a 1-year lease. And so filling in all those numbers, making sure all those boxes are checked, making sure every stipulation that we want in there is documented. And so that's how I'm ending off this day. So overall, it's a success. I also was able to reschedule or schedule some more showings for my other client who is seeking to buy a property. So I'll be doing that tomorrow evening after work. So just another successful day in real estate, full of ups and downs and all arounds, but in the end, it was successful. Happy for my clients and renting out their property potentially, still got to sign, and excited about the potential for my other client who will be looking at some homes tomorrow. All right, all in a day's work. Thanks for stopping by, Latasha Hewitt Homes. If you like this video, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.